Hi folks, welcome to Celebrity Cars. We're located just down the street from all the shiny lights on the strip. You ever come here on vacation, want to come see some cool cars, please do. We've got a little bit of everything in here. Go to celebritycars.com to learn all about the activities we have and our car show every Saturday morning and all that stuff. Folks, the 2007 Ferrari f430 in black and a cold start. This car's been here for only 2 days, but it's a cold start today. And wanted to start it up so you could hear it. I'm going to move it into the middle of the showroom so we can go over its condition. I'm your living, breathing condition report here, folks, at Celebrity Cars. And I'm the guy that goes over scratches and bumps and curb rash and rust and watermarks, if there's any, and all that kind of stuff. Hey, folks, it's black. It's an 07, so it's been around, okay? It's a very, very nice car. Quincy, please do a close pass all the way around. I'm gonna go grab a rag because I see a couple little fingerprints that should not be on there. Yeah, we kind of do things in the raw here, Celebrity Cars, with our videos. I don't need to pause anything or change anything. That was just a quick mishap there, but found a couple little extra fingerprints that just didn't need to be on there. Okay, so recently, folks, this car was detailed. It was detailed pretty good. This paint is nice and smooth. Do I think, it needs a good wipe down and maybe a coat of wax or something like that, but it was just detailed. It really looks good. It needs a little bit more of a polish, but it all depends. If you're gonna go to a car show and you're looking for points, well, this particular black car is probably not the car you wanna take. But if you wanna cruise around and make sure you cruise up the valets and have a spectacular vehicle, and you're not worrying about it being judged or any of those things, and you want to be able to drive it and enjoy it, this is the one for you. It's got little marks here and there. Unfortunately, because I'm your living, breathing condition report here, I have to be very picky, or kind of, and this is a Ferrari. I don't know how much PPF is on this car. For example, come on over here to the door handle. Let's just talk door handle here. So it looks like, there's a little chip right there that maybe somebody put touch-up paint in at one point. And then right above the keyhole here is a little mark in the clear coat. I can't feel my finger. Oh, I can there. So it's like one of those little testers here with the paint. If you can get your finger in one of these little scratches, then pretty much the scratch is there forever, unless you have some kind of magic or you just repaint everything. So folks, all I'm just saying is there's quite a few little marks around this car that look like that. Now, let's move on to another mark, and let's just say we'll find one up front here, because this is where normal, more marks may come into play. And there, Quincy, if you could stay down here, because there is something in the wind more that we need to talk about. But yeah, down here, this is in really, really nice shape. Of course, there's little marks from driving down the road. Do I think that this part was painted at one point? I do, but quite frankly, who cares? It looks good. Once you get up here, you can see the original wear, if you will, okay? So like a little bit of a star system here. Probably could use an extra polish and look a little bit better, but these are little marks, folks, from driving down the road. These are the kind of things you need to deal with when you're buying a used car. If you don't want all these marks, you have to go buy a new one. So that's just the way it goes. And this is all very normal wear. Now, I will say, it looks like this hood has been painted at one point. And that's all I have to say. If it got a couple extra scratches on it that didn't need to be there, and somebody wanted to paint it so it looked a little bit better, then that's what they did. And, you know, I do the same thing. And if you own this car and something happened to the hood, that's what you'd be doing. So, but I do think the hood has been painted, and I don't think, other than the lower portion of the bumper and the hood, that anything else has been painted. I've seen no signs of that jumping out at me at any time anywhere. Let's finish doing the condition of the front of the car. We'll talk about the headlights. The headlights have a little bit of a fog to it, just a little. Again, you know, this is not a brand new Ferrari. Down here, all the way down on the bottom, really, quite sincerely, I mean, there's just a little couple scrapes underneath down here, but there's not a whole lot of anything. Unfortunately, I do not have any PPF on the front of this car. There's some scratches over here on this side too. This is just getting in and out of the driveway, the grocery store, nightclub, wherever you're going to. But there's no blatant cracks. If I find anything, folks, other than what I pretty much already showed you, I'll be the first to share it. Here's your front passenger side wheel and tire, and it's just in beautiful shape, and there's no curb rash. The barrel's all the way clean all the way through. There's no weird stuff going on in there. There is an old form of PPF here, and more of a form of a black wrap to protect this, and you can see the wear down here from it being on here for a while and on this part, but it's there to protect the paint. So underneath should look a lot better than that. I'm gonna stand up here and look at the windshield. Folks, the windshield is in great shape. There's not a million little pock marks like this has been going through the desert at 200 miles an hour. This is a very, very normal, very nice windshield. I don't really see a whole lot of chips at all to speak of. Just the teeny, tiny little smallest ones that I bet you Quincy can't even find on there. While we're standing up, let's look at this roof, okay? Quincy, what can you see?
Just little streaks, like microfiber. What do you call it? Microtowel.
Yeah.
Just towel.
Let's do this. Come up here with me, Quincy. Let's look at ourselves and wave. Folks, that's the condition of the paint on the roof. It's still a mirror finish. It's just in the clear coat are little marks, right, from car washes, from these things, from just being around, being under a tree, pine tree by accident, and then having to clean it off. Who knows? But it's really, really nice paint. The camera system that we use magnifies everything. And it's important that you remember that you're seeing more than your naked eye can see standing here looking at it. So, the detail, and again, I like I said jokingly in the front, sit back, we're gonna talk about black for a while. Right around this door handle too, there's a couple little marks in the clear coat from getting in and out of the car. It's just gonna happen. This is important. Let's do this because, it's hard, it's black. I'm gonna do this and see how nice the ride goes to make sure that we didn't jump any concrete pylons or bridges and it's all scruffed up. It's relatively clean. I don't feel that nothing's catching it. There are no major cracks down here or dents or anything going on. So that's important. Got a little more of that black PPF here to protect this area. Here's my passenger side rear wheel and tire, and it's beautiful. You can see right through, it's like a black hole in here because this is so clean. This rear quarter panel. Come on up here, Quincy, if you could, please. And you'll see minor scratches from, cleaning the engine compartment. Maybe a service at one point. Maybe you're hanging out in the park and you don't care and you're kind of sitting on the fender. I don't know. It's very minor. I just have to point these things out to you. It's beautiful. Right, Quincy, just back up one more foot. Show them squares down here. We're literally 4 feet away from the car. And it's really difficult to see those, especially, if you're outside and glare and all that kind of stuff, or driving down next to it, you're not gonna see any of that stuff. So I'm just trying to be clear on the condition here, fighting against Quincy's very, very powerful camera. You can see back, the glass here is in brilliant shape. We'll open this up in a minute so you can see the sidewalls and all that stuff, the engine compartment, and the glass window back here. Got a carbon fiber insert back here, it's super cool. Got carbon fiber diffuser down here on the bottom. I have not done this yet, so let's do this together. We have not backed into anything inappropriately. So we're good. No scratches down there, all in one piece. Everything really looks great. There's not a whole lot of scratches back here at all. It's actually really, really in nice shape. Tail light, tail light, tail light, tail light, all in there real good. Look at the taillights are aftermarket too. They just look super cool. I can't really tell. Anyway, everything back here, folks. You had a little smudge on the exhaust pipe. Sorry about that. A little polish, it'll all go away. Coming back over here on this side, I'd say the condition is just a hair better than the other side. I make it sound, please don't make it sound like, you know, like this is bad black paint. It's not. It's black paint that's been around for, you know, what year is it, for crying out loud? 18, 19 years. So, you know, and it's a Ferrari, and people drive these things and they enjoy them. Let's see. Is that a little wax left in the gas tanker? Yes, it is. Oh yeah, I got to hit a little doohickey in the car for that to open. Okay, driver's side, rear, wheel, and tire, no curb rash, beautiful reflections all the way through. It's amazing. Rear bumper back here is all good. Nobody backed in anything. All this is good. And we kind of started right here at the door. The glass is fine all the way around, folks. And let's do this one over here too. Yep, fine. One thing I have not done is look for dings, but I don't recall this car having any dings when it came in, so there are no dings now. I'll look down the other side when I get over there. Here's your driver's side front wheel and tire, and once again, we're 4 for 4, no curb rash. It's all in really great shape. Looks awesome. All the calipers look awesome. Now, oh, right here. This might be like the worst scratch on the car that I've found so far. And it's still black. I can't tell if somebody put black touch-up paint in there or not. But there you go. I'm glad I found that. Because, you know, you're all watching this video and, you know, a lot of you have gone separate ways because, you know, I take too long talking about black. But if you're really interested in this car, I'm really trying to hone you in on where things are. It's quite frankly a pain in the ass to do this. But I don't mind doing it for the guy that's really thinking about, you know, picking up this car, just so you know everything already before you even get here. So yeah, I'm going to say that that's probably the worst mark on the car, right there. And it's not even that bad. So hopefully that helps. You know, if you skipped ahead, you should go back so you know, understand, you know, how hard it is to film black. I did spend a lot of time the other day getting wax out of, you know, the 430 out of here. I'm just kind of remembering it now. I touch a lot of cars. And this really, really is a super car. Come on over here. Let's look on through the windshield and look at the dashboard, the yellow stitching all the way across. And you can see how that's managed over the last 18, 19 years and how nice all this looks. Again, more carbon fiber. There's no marks or any rips or tears to speak of. Open up the driver's side door. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna open up the back. I'm gonna open up the passenger side. Oh yeah, one more time. Actually, Quincy, you wanna grab that? Let's see if you can open that. Okay, all right. Okay. Look at this. I don't think that this is an original exhaust system, but go to celebritycars.com, read all about what may or may not have happened to this car. I don't know any better, folks. In 07, I don't recall an exhaust system looking like this, but that's awesome. Check that out. Everything else under here, folks, kind of looks, you know, partially new. It's very beautiful and very well cared for, obviously. Looks real nice. All right, gonna close this up. Okay, that's locked in there. It's your driver's side door. Nothing's jumping out at me or any tears, even little marks from rings or, no, this is super nice. You know, I've been doing this now for about 19 years. And, you know, 19 years ago, cars can start to, you know, crumble a little bit. I just did one the other day. I had to get in and not crumble, but, rings and oils from your hand, how it starts to decay things and all kinds of stuff. This has all been cleaned properly all the time with leather conditioner. I can tell because it's all super nice and clean and there's really literally no wear. It's been protected very nicely by proper care. Getting in and out of the car, there's a couple little itty bitty marks here, but they're kind of, who cares? That kind of stuff happens. Down here, this kick panel, probably just needs a little bit of a polish, but it's not all scraped up. It's not all banged up. Inside, the door jambs are a really nice shape. Here, come check out the seat here, Quincy. This is the bolster. This is the bolster that we talk about all the time, and that's the condition this one's in. This is what happens when you get in and out of a Ferrari, and after almost 20 years, you're going to show some wear. Now, how much wear? Nice rubber, folks. This isn't going anywhere anytime soon. It might, you might lose a little bit more black. These seams might fray just a little bit more, but nothing's getting ready to open up anytime soon and rip open. And you just be careful getting in and out of the car. All right, steering wheel, more carbon fiber. I got carbon fiber all over the place. Super cool. Center console's all leather with the yellow stitching. Quincy, can you shine down here and I'll stay out of your way with my hands? I don't know what that was. Looks like it might have been some kind of sticker or something like that. I don't know what they did there, but there's that. Other than that, I don't really see any wear. I don't see any marks. The passenger side seat looks great. We'll go over and look at that again in a second. The carpets are beautiful. We wrapped the carpet, these floor mats real good so you can keep those protected, but the carpets are all good. It smells great in here. It's just nothing weird going on, folks. We're in good shape. Headliner, still nice and so very nice and black, all leather. I never realized that. I'm going to hop out so we can go look at the passenger seat and all that jazz. You want to look behind the seat there, folks, you can real quick. Leather wrap speaker system, pretty cool. Carpet's all great. All right, just wanted you to see, that's all. All right, I'll open this via the pull rope. All right, this could be a little cleaner, but we have obviously a car cover, its own, its own charger. Is that dirty? All right, well, the engine bay here needs to be detailed a little bit too, as a matter of fact. We've got a clean filter. The carpet all looks good. Got a tow hitch hook up here to screw in if you need it, and everything looks good. Just need to clean this up a little bit better in here. Sorry about that. All right, and just inside the passenger side door, because we have not done that yet either. A little bit of wear on the button from getting in and out. Bags in the doors are just fine. Inside the door panel here is nice. Yeah, folks, when I open up doors and stuff, I attempt to see, for blatant, areas that might have been painted and stuff like that. I haven't seen anything more than the previous mention of what I felt might have been repainted up front. So I'm just, again, trying to communicate, and hopefully you all understand. And you're going to make phone calls and call us, and we can ask more questions and find out more things for you if you'd like. Quincy, you want to come over my right shoulder, believe it or not? And I like to share with you, I always talk about the passenger seat and, if anybody even looks like they've ever sat in here before. And the answer is yes. The driver had a passenger pretty much all the time, and it shows signs of getting in and out. But this is in much better shape than, I shouldn't even say that because it makes it sound like it's bad over there. It's not bad over there, it's just a little worn. And this is just a little worn as well, and that's all. Okay, I got a charging cable laying down here to easily plug into a charging system to keep the battery fresh, because you want to do that with these supercars. And I think that's it. We've done it, Quincy, haven't we? Except for a drive. We're gonna take this around the block real quick. I'm a little reluctant to take this around the block. It's so clean, and it's gonna get dusty. We're gonna take it around the block. Stick around, we'll be right back. Hi, folks. 2007 Ferrari f430. We're gonna go for a quick lap around the block. We're gonna get a couple speed bumps. We're gonna get on the accelerator just a little bit. I gotta put my seatbelt on. And we need to do this pretty quick because we have some pretty serious rain clouds around us, and I don't wanna be caught outside in this highly shiny black car. Okay, we're running. There's first gear, let's go. Oh, I'm in automatic, I'll leave it in automatic. Fourth gear, 40 miles an hour, I'm gonna hit these brakes. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, we're in a Ferrari. We stopped like instantly. I barely hit these things. Okay, back on the gas. Folks, we encourage pre-purchase inspections. If you want to get this looked at, maybe you live on the other side of the planet and you want somebody to look at it, there's plenty of places around here that'll help you out. That was speed bump number 1, by the way. You didn't even know happened. These are serious speed bumps. Speed bump number 2. Yeah, no weird noises. Back on the gas. Crap. It's going to rain. Okay, I'm sorry, I went into neutral and now I'm in first gear. Off we go. Out onto the street. Before the rain drops get any higher, we got up to about 50 miles an hour. My turn signal's on. I was not using pedals, but the paddles, I kind of forgot to hit that button, but you know, you get to see what it felt like and shifted like through the gears that way. Well, we can, you know what, Quincy, that's not fair to our viewers, is it? Okay, I can now use the paddles. I'm down into first gear. Let's use the paddles here for just a moment. It's 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, much quicker shift when you're playing with the paddles. So, you know, don't be afraid or don't be shy to use the paddles if you're lucky enough to be able to take this car home or drive any Ferrari that you're looking for. Don't forget about those paddles. Paddles come in a lot of new cars today too, and nobody ever thinks about using them. And they're actually pretty darn cool. Okay. It's gonna rain any second. Folks, 702-818-1031. Andrew's in there, Ryan's in there. Give the guys a call. You can find out the Carfax, its history, all those things. You got to go to celebritycars.com to read up all about this Ferrari. All that stuff, and maybe you'll be interested in taking it home. See you next time. Thanks very much.